Shadows whisper when the lights go dim. Cold breath crawling on my skin. Voices echo from the other side. Is it real or just my mind? Things paranormal talks in the dark. Secrets buried leave a burning mark. We interview the dead, we debate the unknown. Chasing shadows where the seeds are sown. Fingers tapping on a Ouija board. Broken silence like a shattered chord. Eerie hums in the dead of night. Is it truth or just a trick of sight?
Yeah,
Oh my
welcome.
God.
God.
That intro is awesome.
Thank you.
That is awesome. Who did that? Shane, that's awesome.
Yeah.
If you ever
I
need an
even
intro,
love
just
the
let me know.
music. Yes. That is awesome. I love it.
Yeah. And he makes all the intros and outros. So I'm so happy with him.
Yeah, it's fabulous. Oh my God, what a great job you do. You're hired.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. I do my best. You make me blush.
So
And he's good looking to boot. So, guys, we're here. It's a Wednesday afternoon here in Jersey.
yeah.
And
Yep.
what is it, nighttime by you or?
Yep. 9
Okay.
p.m.
You know what? I have clients in the Netherlands. I have clients I have clients all over the world.
Cool.
I know it's pretty cool. So it's like Australia. Yeah, it's funny. My Australian ones, I have no idea of time zone. I have no idea. Geography, I suck. You know, I failed history for 4 years in high school. I don't know how I got through high school. But it's funny when I do readings, the dead, when they're trying to explain things to me, they show me maps and they know they have to like put in the names because I have no idea. And I'll get like they'll like put arrows like where what I'm supposed to say. Like,
Cool.
they know they're like, oh, this dumb blonde. No.
Yeah. Well, I have troubles with times as well if it comes to the Netherlands and America, and I have no
Yeah,
idea. So I was like, okay, they live over there. Google, help me
yeah,
out.
right. It's on my website. So like I got have a lot of international clients. My
Yeah,
website, so if they book the appointment, it'll show my time, like say 3 p.m. Eastern time, but to them they'll see their time, so which is good.
that that
So
is good. Yeah.
there's that, yeah, because I forget that I would be booking people at like 3 o'clock in the morning then.
Way too early.
I,
Time,
that's,
dead time.
I make that mistakes also. So I check Google and I'm using our schedule and it makes our time and for our guests their time.
Oh, all right, that's fantastic. That's good. Yeah,
Yeah.
you put
Yeah.
that in. Who knows? Like you can't do that calculating. Plus, trying to like get through life and then you have to calculate times. It's
Well, if you have nothing better to do.
no, we're all busy. I swear to God, all I do is readings. I do lives on TikTok, readings, lives, and sleep. Oh, and I cook for my family. So it's
Busy.
yeah, it's like oh my God, nonstop. This past 2 weeks were crazy, but yeah, I'm just like I have to keep like I'm getting so many calls from clients and everything. I have to keep like opening up spots, and I'm like, I need a nap. So I've been trying to like put a nap in between my readings, like the day and night, because I'll go all day. I'll start in the morning, make nap time, and then start again until nighttime. I think I need a drink. Like I'll
Yeah.
be
And a
live
lot
on
of sleep.
I'll be live on TikTok tonight, so I will. I think I'm gonna call my friend. Let's go out for cocktails. It's cocktail time.
It's always cocktail time.
Oh, oh, there's
Even
Shirley. Hi, Shirley. Shirley Temporelli. Her daughter, Sophia Temporelli. You know Sophia, the ghost host.
Yes,
She's
absolutely.
Very well.
amazing and extremely talented.
Yeah.
Wait, right, Shirley? People will see soon of Sophia's extremely gifted talents that's going to be coming out with. I think well, it's already we already know, but I think
He's
within
our
the
guest
year, right
host.
by 2027, Shirley, something's going to be coming out.
Yeah,
So,
Sophia's our guest host. So if we need her, we can call her when she
oh,
has the
she's
makeup on.
fantastic. Yeah, I can't. I met that we actually filmed a pilot together, so I got to last year in Massachusetts. So they, we all, flew out to Massachusetts. We met up, filmed a pilot for a TV show, and we had a blast. It was great. So, so see what's going on. There's a lot going on this year into next year. So,
Now
but
I'm
Shirley,
curious.
so much fun. I love Shirley. Like I think after we got done filming, we got drunk. It was great. We all went out to the bar in the hotel. It's like you film all day. You film all day. It's like stop. Then you go sit. They film the other cast members. It was crazy. So good night, guys. Hi,
Hi, hi.
hi. How are
Joe
you?
says good night.
With,
Always saying good night. It's
Yeah.
wait,
it's
is she?
only evening.
Oh, good evening. Okay, good evening, Miriam.
I don't know in which part of the world Miriam is, but I
Miriam, where
see
are you? And
Esteban.
I think somewhere
I want to know if
it's
anyone.
Spanish or a Mexican or something.
Yeah, yeah, Esteban Bravo. That's a nice name. Um, a lot of I think in the UK are going to be able to experience the eclipse, the solar
Yeah,
eclipse. So that's pretty cool.
yeah. Did you see in the States a bit a part of the eclipse or nothing at all?
Um, I didn't even go outside. I remember a couple of years ago we were able to see it. Let me see. I'm gonna try and share this out. Oh my god. So, wait, where are you? Where can I find you? Do you have
Yeah,
this
this
on
e-
Facebook
this eclipse
too?
was thi- this eclipse was supposed to be very dark, but we saw everything, so it didn't do what it was supposed to do.
Oh my god, that's so
Do
crazy.
you
Oh,
have
there
this
we
on
go. I'm
Facebook?
sorry. Shut that down, April. I just want to share it out. Share it
I heard an
out.
echo.
It wasn't me this time.
All right, I just shared it out. Wait, let me share it to my pages. I have a bunch of pages.
Oh, you could have made a link to the StreamYard, the ReStreamYard.
Oh, okay. Let me see. Pop, pop, pop. I'm just posting a few things. Okay, excellent. Um, so what's going on? What do you
How's the
got?
magazine doing?
So what do I have coming up? I am slowing down with traveling because I have a bunch of filming projects coming up. So I have one event at the end of the month. I'll be going to Pennsylvania. Actually, I'm flying out there because it's like 6 hours from here, even though Pennsylvania is like a couple states over. Um, it's for the Into Dimensions uh, Expo, and it's going to be. There's a lot of people there, but I know Brian Kano is going to be there. We
Yeah,
have and Dustin Pari from Ghost Hunters. He's going to be there. We're doing a VIP party. I know Friday night, Saturday's the event. I'll be doing a live gallery reading for the audience for all the people there. Um, but I know, and Brian Kano is going to be doing a ghost hunt, so it's going to be so much fun. So,
cool.
Cool.
oh my god, for years, like I've done so many events with these guys, so it's really nice. So it's like we all know each other because, oh my god, like, God, I've been doing this for almost 10 years. Like just making the rounds, and I'm starting to get tired. But I have other projects going on, and but I'm always busy. I'm always creating something. So like I'm like, so too, like I used to teach classes. So my a lot of people like, when are you going to teach your classes? So I started up the mediumship lab. So I have that on Thursday nights. It's a 4 week. It's not a class. I always tell people, you're not going to sit there and listen to me lecture. I'm not going to talk to you. I'm going to teach you. It's going to be hands on. We're going to work, and that's the best way, because you can. I
Yes.
always tell you can read all the books you want on your chakras and frequency and how to talk to the dead and blah blah blah. It's all good, but it's not going to help your gifts. It's
No.
good to know, but it's the practice. It's the practices that you do, and it's not. And I was telling them, this is not going to happen overnight. Either you're born with this, because I was born with this. I started when I was 4. Even I had to take classes because I didn't know how to do it. Like, what do I do with this? Like, how do I gauge this? Where am I putting this? So it was great. I took classes like with really well-known psychics, Lisa Williams, John Edward, so I wanted to do the best. I wanted to be with the best, learn from the best, but I always learned the best thing is like throw everyone in and come on, we're going to start reading. And I show them, like, you have to learn how to get your symbols and what it means, and you can't overthink. Like, I constantly work, we, as a psychic, I'm working with the right side of my brain, which is the creative side, the psychic side. So I have to learn. I shut down the left side of my brain, so that's the logical side, because if you let the left brain take over, you're done. You're going to lose your connection. Your connection is on the right side. So that's why a big thing too with studying to be a psychic, if you're trying, to increase your abilities, is the practice meditation, and also confidence. You need, if you don't have confidence, you're going to lose connection. So if you're up on stage giving a reading and people are going, no, 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 your left brain's gonna kick in and go, oh my god, maybe they're right, I'm wrong, and then now I'm trying to think logically. So now you just lost your connection with the dead. So that's not good. So that's another thing. Like, I see a lot of people trying to that read cards or whatever, or really aren't there yet, but trying to do gallery readings, and it's difficult.
It
It
is.
is totally different from reading one on one. It's a big deal, so you have to stand your ground. Like, I would tell people a story. I was at the Hillview Manor, hired me to go there and do gallery reading, and I remember reading for this audience, and one of the first people that came through was this man. He was saying he was somebody's father there, and his name was Robert, and he was telling me how he died of a heart attack and that he worked on cars, right? So I knew when I was at the there was this guy in the front row, and I kept looking. I felt like it was for him. So finally, I look over. I said, "I feel like I'm with you," and he goes, "Well, yes." He goes, "My father's name is Robert. He died of a heart attack, and there was other information. Oh, I think I get the dog's name. The dog that." He goes, "But he didn't work on cars," and I'm like, "Hmm." I'm like, I know what this guy told me. All right, I'll come back to you. I'm reading other people, blah blah blah. I come back to him. I said, listen, I know this is for you because his father won't leave. I said, what did your dad do? And he goes, he designed cars. I said, oh my god, what is the difference? He goes, well, he wasn't a mechanic. I said, my husband's a mechanic. There's nothing wrong with being a mechanic. He refused, like he wanted me saying like his father was a mechanic, but his father worked on cars. He designed cars. So that's what makes it, when you're doing gallery readings, you're going to have people that do that. If you don't say exactly the exact words,
Yeah.
they're not gonna take it. So
Yeah.
that's why you have to learn. Like, I know, like, I knew I was with this guy, and I do this with people all the time. I'm like, I'll have people that won't answer you when their loved ones are coming through because they're too shy to speak up in front of the audience.
Yeah.
And then they come to get me after the gallery, and I'm like, no, I'm done. Like, not meaning I don't want to read them, but my connection with your loved one is over. They left. Everyone went
Yeah.
home. I sent them home. No, but so it's crazy. But I gotta tell you, I did an event in Princeton, New Jersey. It was the Cryptids and Paranormal Conference. Um, Professor B. That was a great event. It was everything. So I did a gallery reading there, and this is crazy. So right before I go off of my galleries, even when I go live or for my clients, I'll sit and I'll go, all right, guys, whoever's for these people, start giving me information now, or else you're not getting in, So I'll sit there with my little pad and I write all the information down. So before going in for the gallery reading there, um, I picked up this little boy came through, and this little boy was telling me somebody comes to my grave and puts cars on the top of his grave. But the person that's doing it, nobody in there is his family. So I don't. So I go in there. So I start, do my spiel, and I'm talking to people. I said, "Listen, I have a little boy here that's telling me somebody has been going to his grave and putting cars on it. But I know this little boy doesn't belong to anyone here. I know this kid died in the 1800s. He died very young and from neglect. The child was abused. The lady in the audience she does paranormal investigation, so she goes to the cemeteries too. She had found this one tombstone that was in disarray and fixed it up. It was a little boy, this little boy, and every time she goes there, she puts a little toy car on it. So isn't that adorable? Like I'm like, so there's really some nice stuff that comes through.
It
That is,
is
yeah, definitely.
amazing.
But it's funny. I just the other night I was doing my TikTok live. So I'm usually reading the audience. The audience wants great stuff comes through. But I had something crazy come through. I was I'm sitting there because usually before I go on, my moderators are going. Before I go on, I'll do the same thing. I'll write down stuff that I'm picking up. I didn't have time. I was really busy that day, so I just went right on live. And so I said, I'm not picking. I said, but let me try and pick up something. And I have to look to the side because I can't look because everyone's writing something. And I pick up. I'm like, oh my god, it's actually happening right now. Somebody is seeing a shadow man. Somebody and you can see you. I'm going to put the video up soon. I was having a hard time because the voice is not matching the audio is not matching my lips. Sean, do you ever have that? Shane, do you ever have that problem?
Yeah, but I could fix that.
I'm going to send it to you because I'm going
Yeah,
insane.
that's fine.
Thank you. I'm going insane. This is like one of my favorites. So anyway, so now I'm going. Whoever is seeing this shadow man, it's because of the place they went to, and they touched a book. They put their hand on a book, and ever since then, they're seeing the shadow man. But it's not the shadow man. I said because he's wearing a hat. I said now this woman in the audience goes, "That's me." She comes on. She goes, "I went to the Gettysburg Museum," and she said, and they brought out this book, and then telling the story of this man that was shot, and the blood went all over this book. And that's the book that she had touched. And ever since she left there, she was seeing this shadow man with the hat. So I said, he's not there to hurt you. He's not an attachment. You remind him of his daughter. And she said, it's funny because he feels like a fatherly to her. I said, yeah, you look like his daughter. And I was picking up the name Victoria. I haven't verified that yet. I actually want to call the museum to see if they would know if he had a daughter named Victoria. But it's so funny. Her husband's name is Victor, too. So at the end of this reading, now this nice man, I told him he had to leave, leave her alone. It's not nice to be doing this and hanging out around these people. So before the man leaves, in his fatherly voice says to me, he said, he's telling me about her husband bought a gun. I said, your husband just buy a gun, or he's going to buy a gun? She goes, oh my God, he is going to buy a gun. The man says to me, make sure you know how to use it, sir, because he was shot by a gun. So it's pretty crazy. So that was a fun one. That was kind of like paranormally, like, they came on during the live.
Yeah.
I've had crazy stuff like during my lives. I have so many crazy stories. I try to post all of them, But Shane, doing the editing, oh my own. So I'm reading all day, going live and trying to edit videos and trying somewhere in there to sleep. You know, that's why I
Yeah,
was having a problem with that one damn video. Like the story's so good, but my mouth is like, and then the voice comes in.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, you have to. Yeah, I can fix
Yeah,
that. So
I've been
send it
trying
over.
to. I know.
It's going to be the next. It's going to be next week then
Okay,
before
they
I can
keep
fix
saying
it.
like detach the audio, move it. I'm moving it, it's not working. But I had like what is my lives are like can it be anywhere from an hour to like 2 hours. So I cut that up. Like I actually do it on edits. It's so easy. Like edits usually works good for me. I'll cut it up and then I'll put it through another program. But the edit is everything's matching. But as soon as I download it, it's off. It's like, mama, like
yeah. I have the same problem if I go live on TikTok. If you download it, the voice
yeah,
is
TikTok.
off.
Yeah, it used to happen to me a lot. I think when the weather's bad because I think it was stormy that night too. So
Mm.
TikTok got hit by lightning. Oh my god. So so good. But yeah, those I love doing those lives. It's crazy. You just don't know what's gonna happen. I've had the craziest stories coming through. Like I was reading this woman from the UK, right? And I'm reading her, and her mother's coming through, and this never happened to me before. Usually, I don't allow the spirits to break in, or like it doesn't. As I'm talking to her, all of a sudden, like talking to the dead mother. I'm seeing this movie clip. Like all of a sudden, this dead guy comes in. I'm watching this man. He's walking alongside a bridge, like next to water, and a man comes up behind him and throws him over the bridge, and the man dies. So I stop and I'm looking at this woman. I said, I'm sorry. I'm explaining what I'm seeing. She said, oh my God. She goes, I don't know him, but that happened here in where she lives in the UK. She said, and he was found dead. And I said, oh, I said, I think he came through because he knew that you would know of it. And it was murder. He didn't fall off the bridge. Hey, Eric, how are you? He was murdered. He was thrown over the bridge, but he broke through while I was reading this woman. So crazy. Did you guys ever get to meet Eric Van?
We had them all.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
yeah,
online.
Yeah,
yeah. He's
a few
amazing.
times.
Yeah,
Yeah, he is. He's so friendly.
yeah. Oh, you got to meet him in person. So we've done I filmed with them 2 times at 2 haunted locations for their show, The Haunted Files. Oh my God, crazy. And those Delco glasses, holy cow.
Oh, I love them. I love
Oh
them.
my God, they're so much fun.
Yeah,
A little scary though, where we were.
not
Oh my God.
completely up my sleeve.
Yeah. It's a little scary when like you have like no sight and no sound and you're completely open as a psychic. I don't like that feeling like because then they feel like they can come closer to me. And they do, and they like to touch, and I don't like that. And I think they know I don't like it. They have we're all Dutch. Oh, I love you, Eric. But that was a great night, Eric. That was crazy.
Yeah.
And then the other place that we did, what was it, an Elks Lodge or no, it was a I forgot. Wait. It was in that town where they filmed Friday the 13th, I think, or something like that. Just a crazy area. You would never think that it's wait, it's not an Elks Lodge. It's I forgot Eric what type of place is Knights of Knights Templar or something like that. One of those
Eric,
lodges.
Eric, help her out.
Yeah. But anyway, like she did amazing Delta at the
White Hill
the
Mansion.
Ooh, Maron, that was crazy. So it's funny at the White Hill Mansion, right? They have all the equipment set up behind me, and they're like sitting there at the table as the Masonic Lodge. As soon as they put the Delco, like the headphones on me and the glasses on, All the equipment went on, and it didn't go off until I took the headphones and the glasses off.
Cool.
It was crazy. And the Masonic Lodge is so unassuming. You would never like. It doesn't feel like it would be haunted, and it was really haunted. That was crazy. We got good stuff there too. That's coming up. With your is that coming up on the Haunted Files next year?
I would think that's very hard or heavy if you do a Delco as a psychic medium.
To what?
I would figure it would be very hard or heavy to do a Delco method as a psychic medium.
You know what? It intensified it more. It made so it, like anyone. So even if you're not psychic, and if you blindfold somebody and cut off the sound, their feeling, their sense of awareness is heightened. So
Yeah.
all your other stuff is heightened. Smell, taste is heightened because now you cut off hearing, you cut off the seeing. So, but with me, like I was when my sight is cut off, like I hate, I'm afraid of the dark. So I know that sounds crazy, but if I can't see, they come closer to me, and I can see them through the dark. I can see them getting closer to me. It's so scary. Oh yeah, we need yes.
Yes,
We
you
have
do.
to do a show together.
We're
And you know
we're gonna
what?
set a
And
date.
yeah, we'll do a date because we he can show you the evidence. That was crazy.
That's cool.
Yeah,
Maroon.
that's
Oh
cool.
my God, Eric, that was so crazy.
Yeah,
I can't wait for
we
the Sonic Lodge one.
we
So
DM.
what?
We will DM Eric.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah,
It
absolutely.
my God, but you guys know, like it's just crazy. But what I love, I always like before Eric and I were friends too. I've worked with them before, and I said they are Eric and Mike are the best investigators I ever worked with. The best, and I've worked with so many. So professional. They don't react. They're there to get evidence. Oh yeah, get back to work. I love you. Very professional, and I love that they don't react. So they're investigating and taking everything in.
Yeah,
But meanwhile, we're all screaming, and Eric's like calm as a cucumber. It's like, and Mike too, Mike Delco. Mwah. But yeah, that I can't wait to see the evidence from the Masonic Lodge. Now you have some great places by you that you go, right?
a few.
Yeah.
A few, yeah.
I
Not
mean,
that much.
listen, ghosts are everywhere.
Yeah, they are.
True,
They're everywhere. Like I would
true.
say, like I don't need to go to a famous haunted location because I will get a ghost anywhere I go. So and it's fun. We'll go from there. And when you have abilities, man, right? We activate them. So
Yeah, true.
so
Yeah,
you
Very true.
if I wanted, I could do an investigation in my house, but
yeah, but you don't want to.
no, I don't want them around.
Yeah.
It's
Never activate the house. Like this is like my house, that this is my sanctuary for my family. But believe me, nobody's coming in. I mean, I've had a couple of instances, but it was because it was people I knew that died. That woke me up in the middle of the night, and I'm like, it was like, whoo, scary as hell. I had a tenant, an older woman, and I used to go up there and take her. She had no family. We would go up there, bring her food, take care of her, blah, blah, blah. I would go up there every day. This is, I don't know how many years ago. So the one night, I'm woken up at 1 o'clock in the morning with a woman screaming in my ear, "Ah, ah," and I can't make out what she's saying. And I'm like, slow down, I can't understand what you're saying. And she keeps going, and I'm like, I can't understand you. And so I get up and I walk around, and I make coffee. I have all the lights are on, the TV's on, because I'm scared, because that's not fun. I go back into the room to watch TV. All the lights are on, and she starts again. I said, "Lady, I can't understand what you're saying. Slow down." So I wait for my husband to get up. I'm like up. I'm waiting 2 hours for him to wake up, and I'm like, "Oh my God, this." crazy woman is screaming in my ear, and I know she has to tell me something urgent. I said, but the funny thing is, I said she sounds so familiar, but I can't make the voice, and I can't make out what she's saying. So here we go. The next day, I go to visit, go check on before I leave the house. I can't find her. Now she can't walk the stairs. She's too old now. So I'm like, where the hell is she? She's got the same setup as my house. Go up there, go in her bedroom. She's not there. I walk in the bathroom, the living room, the dining room, kitchen. I go into the other bedroom. She's not there. I stop in my tracks before, and I said, oh my God. I knew then. I said, she's dead and she's under the bed. So I turn around, I go back to her bedroom, and I see her arm out. And I'm like, what? So I called the police. Sure enough, she died. Unfortunately, she was old. So I, her one niece, I spoke to her. I was woken up at 1 o'clock in the morning. The coroner said she died between 1 and 1:30. So now this is the crazy part. Why was she under the bed?
Yeah.
That's well, the cops were like, now they thought it was a crime scene because she had a scarf around her neck. So that's when it dawned on me. I'm like, oh, her name was Josephine. Josephine had surgery on her vocal cords and talk like this. And when she used to get upset, she goes, and I'm like, I used to say to Josephine, slow down. I can't understand what you're saying. And it hit me. I'm like, that was the freaking voice. It was her waking me up. That's why I couldn't understand her. She wore a scarf around her neck because she had a scar from the surgery that she was embarrassed about. Well, anyway, the reason, like, why is she under the bed? They thought somebody choked her with the scarf and she was dead under the bed. Then the coroner corrected it. She had when she had the heart attack, it cut up her breathing, so she must have been writhing like in bed and fell off the bed. So like moving around and wound up halfway under the bed. So but it was crazy. It was her that woke me up, my tenant. But now this is the cruel part is that she stayed in my house for 2 weeks. And I'm like, look, I had like I was fighting. I'm like, Josephine, you have to leave. You cannot stay here because I can't sleep now because I could feel her in the house. So I can't sleep. That's very unnerving, Love the lady, but you're dead. Get out. I was kidding. I'm like, Josephine, you're officially evicted. God bless. You know what? She loved us. We loved her. She was part of the family. She loved living in this house. So she thought she would stay. But, I had to cross her over, go be with your husband, So she's happy. But 2 weeks. 2 weeks I couldn't get rid of her.
That's a long time.
Now she owes me rent for those 2 weeks.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I agree.
Yeah.
You
So
have
really
to pick it up on the other side.
yeah.
Let me
I'm
see
sending
it.
a notice there.
2 weeks. Come on.
But the craziest things could happen. Like, it's just crazy. So it's like, the paranormal to me is like, it's always paranormal. Like, it takes a lot to impress me. It really, really does. But, we didn't do like, you start getting like, oh, this is funny. So, you know what? This is another thing that happens to me.
Yeah.
Ever since I started going to haunted locations, famous locations, I have pebbles thrown at me. Almost 95% of the time. Hello. Hi, Phil. A location I go to, I have pebbles thrown at me from out of nowhere, out from the walls. This started a long time. I went to this one location, and I remember I was there with two of my friends. We were the only ones in the place. They're standing in front of me, working with their equipment, and I'm having pebbles thrown at me. And I remember, I'm like, what the hell is that? And then one hit my ear, and I said, so me, I turn around, no, this is a ghost. I'm like, you missed, so, but it was, so now wherever I go, like, I'll be talking to somebody and hear, and rocks being thrown. And they're like, what was that? I said, they throw rocks at me. They're mean.
Oh my God.
Phil, where are you from?
Phil is from the UK.
Oh, he's from the UK.
Yeah,
Phil, did you see the solar eclipse? Did you get to experience that?
I
A,
think so.
a few years ago, we had it here in the US, and I remember I was on the shore, at the beach at this restaurant, and we all got to see it. It was incredible. We all had those special glasses, so it was fun.
Yeah,
That's cool.
I'm curious. If you are on a haunted location, is there a difference between residual and intelligent spirits?
Oh, yes, absolutely. I actually went to this one location, and you can feel they're unaware of you. It's like watching a movie, but you're seeing it in real time. So, like, I remember being at this location where there was intelligent and residual. I was watching this woman because it's a famous haunted hotel, and I'm watching her. She had the long, gown on, long dress, dressed very nice. And I later found out it was the owner's wife of the place. But I saw her going to room and like tidying up. And oh, he did see it. Oh, that's so cool. But she was unaware of me, and I said, "Oh, this is a residual. I am watching what she used to do." Because she was cleaning furniture that was actually not even there, but I'm watching her wiping and cleaning and fixing the curtains that are not there. So I'm watching a residual, they're unaware of they were unaware of me. But then at the same time, there was this really rotten man there. And I remember somebody asked me, "Do you know where Joe is?" And I said, "He's right there." Do you know he hit me? He like backhand me, like a spiritual backhand, and like I could feel it but not feel it. Like it was weird. So so at the same time, it was so weird. I just got done watching a residual, and there is this man, the intelligent one. So, but yeah, you can, yeah, because if they're unaware of you and not noticing you, you're at you're obviously watching something with the past, or going through these layers of time and watching it. It's crazy because, like, that woman I was seeing, she's like I could see she's cleaning something, but there was nothing there. Like she was cleaning a dresser or a table, but it wasn't. There was nothing there. But she's like cleaning. I'm like, oh wow, this is crazy. I'm watching something back in time. So you're going through these layers. It's crazy. So and I can't even explain the feeling. Like I will tell you, when I do feel spirit come in, I do definitely, there's um, a change in the atmosphere, the barometric pressure. That's why you'll feel the pressure on your body. You will feel pressure on your chest. It's almost like having a panic attack. When you're about to have a panic attack and your chest feels like this, a boulder on it. It's that same feeling. Um, but then for me, if there's too many spirits around, I have to like get rid of most of it because I feel like I just cannot breathe because I can feel each and every one of them layered. Their energy's layered and it's on top of me, and I feel like I'm choking. So it's a horrendous feeling. I had that one time, and I remember that. I remember screaming, "That's enough! Everybody get away from me!" Because I thought I was going to pass out. And the funny thing was, this is really crazy. And I've only seen this a few times. And I know if anyone has watched the movie Ghost, with Patrick Swayze, that light, I got to experience that. And it is incredible. And it is bright. It's so bright, but you can still look at it. But it's incredible. And you can, I crossed over a spear from a residential, and that light came for her, sucked her right in. Like, she was now like the soul, the energy sucked her energy, and she got to be with her husband and the family, went right to heaven. But I experienced that personally while getting a reading. Now, me, the medium, getting a medium reading opened up a portal between me and this other medium that I remember saying, because that was the first time I saw the light. I'm like, I couldn't understand what I'm seeing, and I'm like, oh, I'm freaking out. I'm going, oh my god. I'm like, do you see that light? And she's telling me to relax. I'm like, relax. It got dark. The whole room got dark, and all this bright light like shone, and all my relatives are coming in, and it was too many for me. People I didn't know, but people I've heard of, because she's naming them. And I'm like, oh my god, like my Aunt Lucy, like my middle name is Lucy. She came in, my dad's there, all my own, like, and there was too many of them, and I remember saying, everyone's got to go, like I can't breathe. I was freaking out seeing this damn light because I've never seen that before, but now I know what it is. It's so crazy. It's them, like the portal of them coming through. I will not, you won't always get to experience that, but it was such a like spiritual moment awakening for me that my family came through for me for a reading, because nobody can usually read me, which is horrible. I actually had a reading the other day with somebody famous, but they just became well known, and it was not good. But I would never out anybody. I wouldn't do that. But I was just shocked. I was shocked at the prices that they charge, and I'm
Yeah.
like, wow, that was really bad. Like really, really, like nothing. It was I and I'm just like dumbfounded, like throughout the whole. I don't even know what to call it. It wasn't even a reading, So I'm like, I'm looking at this person. I'm like, I'm in shock that you're charging people, So, we lost Shane. Okay.
No, I don't know. Oh,
Oh
oh, there he is.
my God, look how dark it got by you, Shane. Within 15 minutes, it's black by you.
I can't hear you anymore.
Oh no.
Whoa, that's horrible. Do you want to go into the back room? So to follow, I think he's stuck. I
Hey, it's Tombstone and Jill. Hey, Jill, how are you? So long time. Yeah. So, yeah. So, we completely lost Shane. So, anyone who's watching, you really got to like really tune into my follow me on TikTok.
yeah,
Oh my God, we have a blast. I love TikTok. I love doing I started out years ago, 10 years ago, doing lives on um, Facebook. And you think like 8,000 people is a lot, like, oh my God, I had 8,000 people on today. TikTok, I'm like up to like, now like I think the most is like 125,000. And I really just started growing my audience, so it's like, it's crazy.
it is. Phil is asking. Um,
Have you heard your name being called, but no one? Oh, um, yes, yes, Phil, I have. That's crazy and creepy. I'm going to tell you a little something. So when I first, before I really realized what I could do, this is as a kid. I lived in a haunted house, but I'm going to tell you something about the haunted house. This is a theory because I've lived it. But if you have somebody that has mediumistic skills and doesn't know it at the time, and all of a sudden, like the house becomes activated, we activate houses. So wherever I go, I activate if there's a dormant ghost. So I did it at my house. Well, anyway, I had this ghost in the house. Now I'm just a child, and it tormented me, and it would wake me up in the middle of the night, mimicking my mother's voice, calling me.
okay.
And I'm going to look for my mom. Now I'm a kid and it's pitch black. I'm afraid of the dark, but my mom sounded scared. So I'm like, mom, like walking through the house looking for my mom. And it was this thing mimicking her voice. So yeah, I've heard that before. I will hear it on occasion in my house when it's like a loved one. Um, I'll just hear it quick. And I know it's just somebody from my family, but I have heard it. That's unnerving, though. Um, Stay at home, doing housewife things. What's funny too, Phil? I was doing housewife. I was actually like cooking. I was like, in my kitchen, and all of a sudden, a man started whistling, and I could feel the breath of his whistle on my face.
Oh,
And do you know, I didn't know who it was. They did not. Yeah. Um, it was funny because I didn't know who the guy was. They didn't identify themselves. And quite honestly, I didn't want to know because I didn't want to engage in this because it's my house. Well, I
yeah,
said, and, being Jersey, I told him to get the F out of my house right now. Goodbye. Don't come back, because this is my house. No, but I don't allow it in my house. But that was weird. It's like, and I'm here right in front of my face, and the breath of the spirit touching my face from the whistle. Crazy. So Jill's talking about, what about hearing Frankie? Frankie is my dog that passed away just
yeah,
recently. And I was in my living room folding laundry. And all of a sudden I hear a noise in my kitchen. I go into the kitchen, my little blender went on. Never went on. Hasn't since. Then I shut it off. So I'm like, that's and as I'm walking into the living room, my TV goes on. And I'm
oh,
like, Frankie's letting me know he's here. But it was so bizarre. Two things that would never go on, but and never do. They never go on, but never happen again. The TV doesn't go on. I'm nowhere near the remote. So it's just so crazy. Um, Frankie, I'm hoping to see Frankie or hear from my dog, but it's hard for me personally
yeah.
for personal stuff. But I did have a dream of him that I was petting him. He was by my bed and I got out to pet him, but I remember waking up and I can actually feel him.
Oh, that's I I had an incident like that as well. My cat died, and I cried a lot. And after a few weeks, it kind
So
of
sorry.
ended. And I went downstairs to get some drink, and I sat in the dark, and I heard a cat meow.
Yes. Oh
So
my
I
god.
said, "Oh my God, what you doing here? Come!" And I felt him jump
Yes.
on the
Oh my
sofa,
god.
and I tried to pet him, and
Yeah.
I was looking like, "Oh my God, I have a cat here."
Oh, Mary, that's wonderful. Like, do you still see him? Or
So now and then he jumps on
yeah,
my bed
they
and
do stay.
lays on me. Yeah,
That I've done so many readings for animals that come through, and I don't call myself an animal communicator, but I can't tell you how many come through. But they always come back. They are so loyal to us. They love us so much that as soon as they cross over, they come right back. They come
yeah,
right back to us. They stay with us. They love us that so much.
yeah,
It's crazy. It's funny. I did a reading. I was doing a reading yesterday, and it was a regular reading. It was a psychic reading because I do different. Like I do psychic and medium, like whatever they choose. And the girl, I'm talking to her, and all of a sudden this cat comes out and looks at me. So the cat was black with a white thing like on his nose, and I know it's a ghost cat. So I said, because she's not acknowledging it. But because first I did it, so I said, hey, do you have a cat? She goes, well, my cat just died. I said, was it black with a white thing on his nose? I said, yeah. I said, it's right in front of you. And I'm like, and then I got the cat's name. I think like Nelly or something. It was crazy. I'm like, who's that? So that's my cat. So the cat came through. It was so, but like on screen with me. So I wasn't sure if it was dead or not. But the funny thing was, she didn't respond to the cat in front of
okay,
her. So I'm like, all right, she doesn't see this.
that's awesome. That
Yeah,
really is.
it is like the animals really makes me cry. If you like, guys, if you go on my Facebook too, I try to upload all the videos. Mainly on TikTok. I quite honestly, I hate Facebook. Everyone's cranky on Facebook.
Yeah, not just on Facebook, in Messenger and
Oh, wait,
Instagram.
you'll notice this. Wait, everyone on Facebook. This is how you know they're watching you. and it could be your friends too. Nobody's gonna like your stuff unless you can give them something. They only start liking stuff when they're gonna ask you a question. It's funny. I'll see that like somebody starts liking all my stuff. I'm like, wait, I'm waiting for the question in my messenger, and of course, sure enough. But if you post a video, you'll get like 2,000 hits, right? The 10 likes, but they're all watching, you know.
Yeah,
You know, nobody
exactly.
here nobody here supports each other on Facebook. Everyone, they're angry. I always say it's for like the angry old people. Even if you're young, they're just angry. And I love TikTok. I have such a great community on TikTok, on Instagram. People are great. You know, I talked to in on off. You know, Facebook. Facebook has just like went down the went down the.
Yeah,
sh- You know,
it's bad on Facebook, and
it is. It's a
everyone
bunch
has
of
an
Karens.
opinion.
It's a bunch of Karens, a bunch of babies. And
Yeah,
you know what's funny? They're all like it's a bunch of sheep. They're all doing the same thing, going around in a circle, doing the same thing. And I'm like, look at these. Oh my God, Jamie, how are you, sweetheart? Oh yeah, she's so sweet.
so cool.
Oh, so Noreen said I had a lamp go on. I thought it was my grandson messing with it. He swore he wasn't, and when I looked, the lamp had no bulb in it. That's
That,
crazy, Noreen. Oh yeah, Jamie. Yeah, Facebook is for I don't even know what to, the
uh,
cranky people.
has it anything to do with the change of energy?
So what do you mean, Facebook?
Uh, yeah, you see it on X, and you
Oh
see
yeah,
it
I don't like
on
X.
Facebook.
Yeah,
I don't
every
like X as
X.
well.
Whew, X. Everyone's complaining.
Oh, oh.
Who
That
was
was my parrot.
Relax, parrot. He's got a ghost with him.
Oh my God.
I love Jane James is absolute. She is a sweetheart. No judge. She supports everyone. She's good people. You know that's a rarity in this. See, you know what happened with the paranormal community? Everyone got so competitive. You know,
It
against each other.
is. It is. And
But you
I
know what's
see,
funny? They don't think outside the box. They're a bunch of sheep following each other. It's like, and
yeah,
I laugh to myself, and I tell my husband, and I show him this. He's like, "What is wrong?" I'm like, they're unhappy. And if
they
I
are
wasn't,
not.
yeah, Facebook. You know what? I don't. Facebook. I had a lot of great times on Facebook doing my readings, um, but it's different. The people are way different. You know, and I can. We're not in competition. You're right. Yeah. TikTok I can regulate better than Facebook. You know, the people who get angry, I want to be red and fight, like how
Yeah,
come they're getting red, And like, oh my God, and I'm like, I'm taking like an hour or two out of my time to do this for free. Don't yell at me.
yeah,
Don't you
exactly.
yeah. Yeah, but I tell you, if you yeah, TikTok is a totally different vibe. X, yeah, X, everyone's yelling at each other too. It's like, whoo,
Yeah, it's all negativity.
it's
And
very negative.
oh, I threw it out. And Facebook, stay out of all the drama and all the troubles. And I do have my own opinion, but I don't share out.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. My other tenant was texting me. Oh yeah, yeah. It just because I post from Instagram, so it automatically goes to my Facebook,
Yeah,
mm. And only when I'm going to promote stuff. But yeah, the community has gone uh down the shitter. It's gone down the shitter.
exactly.
Everyone needs
And
their own style. Drop the jealousy list, and it's not gonna end. It's not gonna. And you know what? There's no shows out there, so everyone's trying to be noticed. Everyone thought they were gonna become famous and
yeah,
this and that,
yeah,
and you have to work. I remember when I started out, I worked 9 to 5. I did this at night and on the weekends while raising a child. So it could be that you have to work hard, but and then that's it. IG is all right. Yeah, I like. As a matter of fact, Instagram was great too. So Instagram, I actually started on doing readings, live readings,
Okay.
and that's how I got discovered because I had producers reach out to me from Instagram. And it's funny, Steve DeShavi used to come watch me on Instagram all the time.
Oh,
Dead Files, he was great. So, but yeah, Instagram, that's how I was found. I know a production company reached out to me through there, and uh, Travel Channel for the Holzer Files reached out through. And I'm like, how did you find me? I'm like, because that time, like, I'm raising my daughter, like, I was still, my little baby, so she's, but it was crazy. It's crazy how it works. But yeah, Facebook, like, I'm like, everyone complaining, and it's the same. It's like the same old, just
yeah.
changing faces. And now everyone's having an expo, and everyone's doing this and a ghost and this and that. No originality, and everyone's a photographer, everyone's a psychic, everyone's an astrologer now. Just add it to your bio, it's like,
Yes,
yeah.
I noticed, and
But you
that's
know what? That's why I did my lives. I said, you know what? I remember saying to my husband, "This game would get wild on IG." Oh yeah, you know what? No, not me. You have to get the blue check mark. That's how you avoid the scammers. Um, as a matter of fact, you know what? Instagram, before they were giving out the blue check marks that you could buy them, I actually got one because I was getting my page duplicated like
oh
10 times a day, and I had to keep on calling Instagram that they certified my page for me. Um, but that was nice. Um,
yeah. On
but
Facebook, if they copy your content, your
oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Facebook doesn't bother about it at all.
Oh, Facebook could care less. They don't care. Facebook doesn't.
No,
Yeah,
no, a
but
lot of fake guys, a lot of scammers, and yeah,
yeah, it's a shame. But yeah, it's just like, well, so like I was saying, like that's why I started. I said to my husband, I'm going to show people what I do. I'm not just going to say, because anyone can say they're a psychic.
yeah,
So I said, I'm going to get in there and do it. And so like I was saying, like with me, you get the meat and potatoes. If you ever see my readings, they're not generic. They're not fake. It's not going to be like, oh, I feel a male here. Okay, ooh, 50-50 chance of that. But I get names, details, how they died. I mean, just crazy stuff, nicknames, everything. So I said, I'm going to show. I'm not going to just say it.
yeah.
Because
It
I want to
is
know you can do it. Um,
absolutely. Uh,
yeah.
a lot of ego, and they all want to be in the spotlight, and if it doesn't work, they get personal.
Oh yeah. Oh my God. It has gotten so horrible.
Yeah,
Oh, I love you. Mwah. Yeah, the personal attacks. It's disgusting. It's
yeah.
disgusting.
I saw something posted by someone about Ryan Ruel, and he has been an addict. Everyone knows, but he got his life back together. So, what is it to us and the whole world that something happens in the past? We
Oh
speak
yeah,
this,
I love a good comeback. I love a good
yeah,
comeback. But you know what? See, nobody wants you to outdo them. And that's why you see those who can't rip down other people, tear down other people, start rumors because they can't do it. It's the jealousy. Because if you really were happy in your life, you wouldn't care about what's going on in other people's lives. You'd be cheering that person on, not trying to tear
exactly.
them down. So there's a jealousy, the competition. You don't want anyone to do better than you, and you can't do what they do. So they're going to tear you down. So,
exactly. And they take everything they can find, even your past. And if it's necessary, what your parents did. And
oh
it's
yeah, the
only
personal, like, unless, well, you know what, it's become the cancel culture.
yeah,
That's got to end. People trying to cancel each other out. It's such BS. It's like, unless, listen, unless it's a serious crime,
yeah,
that somebody committed, like, there's been pedophiles out and,
yeah.
murderers, and, like, I get it, I wouldn't want that either, of course, like, I don't think that's something that could be, how can I say, taken away. I think once you've done something as bad as that, it's, you can't undo that, you know.
No,
So you don't need to knock other people if you are genuine, absolutely. But
yeah.
if a happy people don't knock down other people, you know,
No, you
and
support each other, help each other,
happy people are
learn.
not jealous. It's They are people that are lacking in their lives, so that's why it's gotten so messy. So hopefully, you know, I guess the paranormal community is going to be getting a spiritual cleanse, a spiritual enema, and it's going to weed out the bad ones because they really can't last, because how are they going to survive? Because I think everyone thought they were going to become famous and make money. But anybody that will tell you that's been on TV, that even had a show, they still have to work.
Exactly.
Yeah, we all
Live
got
and
to
let live. Yeah. Don't
work.
judge, just do. Yeah.
I know that it's a shame over the past few years it's become where they publicly, try to out people, but it's funny, it's the people that have dark pasts too doing it. So that's the crazy thing. It's like, oh my God, wait, what about you? I'm not gonna, don't be throwing stones when you got skeletons in your closet. It's crazy. But I think that's gonna start dying out because eventually I don't think people are going to be able to sustain this lifestyle because it's, doing this is very expensive, like this type of business. I've known people that lost their homes because they invested more in the paranormal than their homes. They
Yeah.
lost their homes, their families, they're divorced. Where are you now? Like, for what? This should only be part time if you're going to do this as a hobby, or if you're doing it as a business. You need to separate it from your family life,
Yeah.
and that's where people go wrong.
Exactly.
So when I'm done with this, I'm with my family.
Yeah.
Oh wait, what was that? Oh, is that from me? Wait.
Years ago, there were cool paranormal conferences. Uh, People are wild when they get jealous. Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh my God, I've been doing this. I'm traveling for years to different, like, doing events and everything. It was fun. It was really fun in the beginning, but I started, like, really, like, the past year or two. I'm like, I think I'm done. I want to just keep doing what I do because I mean, the paranormal doesn't is not my career. Like, well, money wise, like, although I film TV shows, I'm filming something. Of course, but that's my job. I'm doing my job. But I shut this down with my family, like my
Yeah.
husband and my daughter, and my sisters and brother, like my like, it's the most important thing to me.
Yeah.
And I enjoy those times. I will not miss out on those times because of this.
Yeah. There is more to life than the paranormal.
Yes, I know that, and I don't
Yes.
think they know how to get out of it. It became so ingrained into their systems that they can't get out. Like, it's the tentacles of negativity wrapped around their little souls and hearts.
Yeah. Noreen, being angry or mean or toxic is draining on your energy. It cannot be maintained
Yeah, yeah, yeah. For
without.
them, not for you. And you know what? Can I tell you something too? And I always tell people this. Like, because I know I had a conversation with a friend of mine the other day because they were very upset because somebody was attacking them from their old team. And I said, who's even listening to them? I said, like, they got like 200 files, which I'm not trying to be mean, but who's listening to them? Even if they had 5,000, nobody cares. Don't, I said, don't let the chatter get in your head. You obviously, from an outsider, you could tell this person is, it's a jealousy thing. They're upset because this person became more well known within the community
Yeah,
and they did not. So they're lashing out at him and trying to discredit him. That's what they do. Oh, they try to discredit you. But your talent shines through. If your talent shines through, and you can't
yeah,
take that away from somebody. But I felt bad. Like he was getting beat up for a while, but I see a lot of people getting beat up, and it's funny. It's by the very people that claim that they were bullied.
yes. Oh my God.
Wait, did I ever have to tell someone's dirty launch spirit wise? Shane here. Shane.
That's shade in the chat.
Oh, okay. No, you know what? I would never do that publicly. I would never, ever, ever out anything publicly. Um, I would take them to the side, or if it's a private reading, of course, privately I'll do it, but I'll never do that publicly. I'll never embarrass or call out people. The only thing, like, um, I did out a couple times a murderer. I was doing a reading and I have it up. I'm talking to this girl and I get distracted while I'm reading because I'm picking up information. And I was going on to one thing talking about, like, I guess the her mother and father were getting divorced. But all of a sudden I'm getting this information about the paperwork that's on her table. And I know it's legal paperwork and I know it's important. So she goes, oh, yeah, that's an affidavit I have to fill out because my aunt died. And as soon as she said that, I was in that mode and I saw what happened to the aunt. And I'm watching it. She was murdered by her family member. And I was saying, I said she was murdered. I said it was a family member, and it was the daughter. And I said it's the daughter because I see the daughter coming in, and I see her with a man, which is the boyfriend. I see what they did. Ba ba ba. I said, and there's somebody in the car. I can see out in the driveway. It's funny because I'm like 30 feet above, like watching this play out, and I could see the man in the driveway, the guy, young male, and they leave. And I said she was forging paperwork. She's forging her name on documents, taking out loans. So found out through the reading from the, yeah, they found it. I said, but she was caught on camera. So she's saying no, the cops have the cameras, but they're trying to get the companies to release it because she went and deleted the information. You can't delete it from the cloud.
No,
Yeah, so that's what I was saying. But I was watching this all play out, and I'm saying it. I'm kind of like in a trance, but saying it, and I'm like, oh shit! After I was done, like, the number one rule Lisa Williams taught me is don't out like murder. Don't say, because they'll come after you. This girl wound up going to jail anyway. So
okay.
yeah, the mother, there was justice. Yes, they. I didn't solve it. I just told what I saw. Like, I didn't know names or anything like that. But they already had her. They already knew it was her. The police knew. So she did. She went to. She's in jail.
Great,
You killed
great.
your mother. You killed your mom. And you know what's funny? When her spirit was coming through, the mother didn't want to say it was her daughter. Like, I was picking this up. I'm watching it. The mother, even in spirit, was not ratting out her daughter, and she was upset. She loved her, defended her.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's sad. That's a mother's love. We love our children, right, Jill? Noreen, Samantha, we love our children regardless. Even in the afterlife, we'll do
Yeah,
anything. But can't imagine that hurting somebody. But this B and that boyfriend, oh, but you know what? I'm not blaming it on the boyfriend or anything, or who she was hanging out with. She was not a good person, the daughter, and you can't help that. Some people are born that way.
Yeah, right. Um, did you ever solve a cold case?
So I don't do public stuff like that. I'm going to. I like my husband wanted me to work with the police and do stuff like that. I don't want to. I You are opening yourself up for a lot of scrutiny. You're going to get the crazies. I can't handle too many people contact. I can't handle the pressure of people thinking I'm going to help them with their loved ones and find them. Not that I don't want to or I can't. It's too much for me. It really is too much pressure for me. I know I can't handle that. I like just what I do. I will on occasion help out cases because somebody I kind of know or through somebody I know will. Now the only thing, now this is another thing. I don't want to be the bearer of bad news. I hate giving bad news,
Yeah,
and I don't want to be the one to say I'm sorry, but they're dead,
yeah.
because the first thing I do is I ask them to send a picture. I will know right there and then if they are passed or not. And I'll usually skip it because I don't want I want the police to tell them, not me. It's not my job, unless they can. I did have a woman contact me, actually follow me to a place I was doing an event to see me. And I remember her she showed me a picture of her son, and I knew he was dead. And I look at her and she goes, I already know he's dead. I said, all right. I said, I picked up his name, his nickname, whatever it was. I saw the murder. It was three people. It was two men and a woman. Um, and I told her what I saw. I gave her the name, and that was actually who that the police had in custody. The
Okay,
only thing they didn't have, and it matched my story that I said, matched the story that they were hearing, because he was beat to death, and the girl lured him into an area to murder him. I don't know why. It was like out of fun. They were just idiots. They beat the hell out of him. I saw where the body was. Honestly, I don't know if they found. I haven't been in contact with her. I think she actually became ill. This woman, because she was elderly. I've been meaning to reach out to her or somebody there to find out, but I don't know if they found the body. That was the whole thing. They were trying to find the body. So,
horrible.
but this guy is out, and the name I gave them was the name of the guy the main subject, and I got him, the murderer, but he had also those accomplices, the girl and the guy, um, but without the body. So I don't know. It's very upsetting. You can see I'm fidgeting now. It's this so that type of work is very upsetting to me. That that affects me. I rather just do my readings. I can help people, have them talk to their loved ones, whatever. Some things are going to be sad, but I always make it a happy ending. Like it's always you're going to come out smiling after a reading with me.
Yeah, it's
But
important.
yeah, that's just not like everyone has their forte. There are sites. There's people that can predict the future. That's another story. Like I have a story for everything, because I've tried this. I don't like it. I know I want to be very comfortable helping people in the privacy of my own home, my office, at events and everything. I can't do that type of work. But there are really great psychics out there that do that type of work. They can handle it. I can't live with that like on my conscience constantly, or yeah, I don't think that would ever leave me. So the times I want to be with my family and relax, that's still going to be on me. I have to work on a case. I have to solve this, get this. That would make me crazy.
Yeah,
There's people that do predictions it's insane. There's people that do have dreams and predict the future, but are not psychic during the day. A lick of psychic abilities, nothing, only when they sleep. But so wait, so this is an example. So my husband, I always tell a story. he said, you really should start doing world events. And I'm like, no, I don't want to be out there for that. I just can't. I can't handle. I don't want to know any bad things. So anyway, so of course I'm going to try it. So I wake up, I come here, this is my desk, I sit here and I go, all right, guys, what do you got for me today, right? What's going to happen in the world today? What's happening in my world, And with that, I hear a man say active shooter. I'm not really impressed because there's always an active shooter. But as soon as he said that, he showed me my daughter. I see my daughter's face. So I go into a panic. And I'm like freaking out and like in a matter of seconds going, oh my God, I'm imagining this. This is not real. But I hear the man go, but she'll be far away. So later that night, about 9 o'clock at night, my daughter calls me. She said, Mom, there's an active shooter, but we're far away, just like the man said. She was at the American Dream Mall here in New Jersey, and there was a shooting. And she was one floor down from the guy, or up from the guy. But exactly what the man told me. So I dropped the phone. I look at my husband and I said, you mother effer, don't ever do that to me again. I can't handle this. I can't, I can't handle that. Because you know what? Now I'm a mom. So now I'm going into mom mode. I can't even like. I'm like, oh, like what, when, where? They don't
Yeah.
tell you information. No, they're not going on. On the 13th of April at 2024. There's going to be a shooting where your daughter's going to be out at 8 o'clock at night. Make sure she doesn't go. No, they don't give you directions. So
No.
imagine living with that, like knowing this is going to happen.
Hey,
Uh,
Angelina.
oh, Angelina, how are you? How's therapy going? How you feeling? This poor girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't think straight when it's your child. You can't think straight.
Nope.
Oh, I love you, Angelina. I got to give her a call. I got to reach out to you.
Yeah, you have.
Yeah,
We
she's so cute.
try to let her step in for Shane, but she had therapy. So,
Okay. Oh man, that's okay. Your health is more important, Angelina.
yeah.
We need you. Um,
So that will be 2 times you have to come back. One time with Eric and one time with Angelina.
oh,
With
definitely
a
Angelina.
great
She's fun. She's
connection
a
from
blast.
Shane. Yeah.
Yes, yes, yeah. I'm dying to get my hands on Angelina. I want to read her.
Oh, now we're getting somewhere.
Wait, somebody with an L name that's passed or that wait, they could be living L name. Like I wrote it down. Like I kept hearing the word like Llewellyn or something like an L name around you.
Around me?
Yeah.
Oh my God. My mom's name is uh, Leni, but you write it Lenye.
Wait, what is it?
Leni.
Lenny?
Yeah.
It's L-E?
Lenye.
Okay, because I kept writing L-E-W. Because I kept hearing
I
L-E-W.
do know Louis,
Okay.
but he passed away years ago.
Okay. Okay. That makes more sense because I felt like it was a male. It doesn't matter how long they're dead.
No, I
There's
know.
definitely, wait, it's got a devilish face on him. Like I feel like I devilish character.
Sounds about him. Yeah,
Like that. It's always up to no good. But like doing fun.
exactly. Yeah.
That's how he is to me. And there's something I keep hearing like a tinging sound, like a bell.
Oh my God. I do need to tell it.
Yes.
He had Alzheimer's, and at a certain stage, he got a clock. And on this clock, there was a train. and every hour you heard the bell from the train and the choo choo.
Oh,
And every time I went over and have coffee with his wife, he came in to show the clock
oh my God.
an
Okay,
hour long. Every time he scrolled an hour and you heard the choo choo and the bang bang.
okay, all right. So, yeah, because he was playing. I'm like, all right, I know this is significant because he's showing me the bell. All right, but
Yeah,
he's just popping in to say hi to you.
ah,
Um,
that's sweet.
also, we did somebody with in his family, female, have to battle cancer or breast cancer? Something had issues.
Yeah, his wife.
Okay, is this going on now? Or is wait, or she battled this already? He's just letting her know that he was around for her, like letting you know
Yeah,
he's gonna watch over her, like she watched over him.
yeah,
He's
but she passed 2 years ago.
okay,
Yeah,
all right, because he was showing me somebody with the he showed me the breast cancer. So when she was going through that, he was watching over. He was around for that. Or all right, wait. Let me see. I'm seeing something talking about the nails. Her nails.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So I don't know if it's the nail polish, doing the nail polish, or red nail polish, or something with the nails with her hands.
She lived next to the door to me, and she befriended my mom when I was little, and I became a nail artist, and I did her nails for
Ah,
12 years.
get out of here. All right, all right. So she's acknowledging that, like, that you know that you did that for her. Lovely people. The other guy, Lou is the little devil. I think before the Alzheimer's, he was a little devil, like, but in fun way,
Yeah,
harmless,
yeah,
harmless, you know.
absolutely,
Yeah. So,
absolutely.
um, it's funny who will come through. It's like the people that you least expect it. But I was seeing him like around you while we were talking the whole time. So I'm like, and I'm saying to myself, as soon as we get a breath, I have to bring this guy
Yeah,
up. Yeah.
she was always nagging at him, leave Mary alone with your clock, leave Mary alone. And I always said, let him show me the clock. And we laughed a lot about it. Yeah, it
Oh
was
my God,
so
that's so
funny.
funny. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I love this. All right, listen, how long does the show go for?
1 second, as long as I want.
Oh, okay.
One and a
Because
half hour,
I
40
yeah,
minutes.
because I actually have to go soon. I was just getting alerted. I have to make a phone call, business call.
No problem at all.
Thanks, Angela. Listen, I want to come back on. I want to see Angelina. Angelina, Angelina, I swear to God, you have been on my mind, and I said I want to reach out to her. Um, I just like I don't get on Facebook enough. I'm not on Facebook enough.
Yeah.
It's like Facebook's got the cooties.
We're going to arrange it. I have one small last question.
Sure.
Um, Samantha, Shane's wife, she is stuck with something, and can she contact you with her question?
Yes, yes. Let her contact me. Message, like do messenger or whatever.
Yeah,
Um, you know what's actually, Samantha, I'd rather do that privately for you because I'll feel better, like could speak openly.
yeah,
Do you know what I'm saying?
probably,
Yeah,
probably, probably.
yeah. Because there's certain things I'm like, I don't, you don't want out. Listen, I tell everyone, don't come on my live if you don't want me to like out something. And it's
Yeah,
usually not in a mean way. Like a girl came on and I'm talking to her, I said, and I'm looking at her, I said, oh my God, congratulations, you're pregnant. I said, see that, and she goes, well, thanks a lot. She goes, I didn't want my family to know they're here. And I said, well, don't come on my show. Don't come on. You're going to be outed.
I know the feeling. I know the feeling.
Like, wrong show to come to. No. I'll beat
Wow.
the shit out of you. No, but never in a bad way. I will never, ever,
Okay.
ever embarrass somebody. If I'm seeing something that I know that's not for public consumption, I am not going to share that. That's why, right? Angeline, I'm like, she's like getting mad at me. I'm like, don't come on here. Like, you wanted a reading. What do you expect? Like, I'm not going to know that you're pregnant. I can smell a pregnancy a mile away. Let me tell you something.
Yeah, I have the same thing.
Do you really? Yeah, see,
One
yeah.
week I came
I can
in.
smell it. I
Yeah.
can't explain the smell, but I can actually smell, even if it's like over digital, that somebody's pregnant. I get that scent, and I'm like, oh, I this just happened too. I just like
Yeah.
a month ago. I'm looking. I'll watch the people write things on TikTok, and I'm looking at these two names. And I'm like, oh, one of them's pregnant. And I remember standing on the guy said, either it's you, Brooke, or the other name was. And Brooke comes on, and she goes, "It's me." She goes, "I just found out yesterday I'm pregnant." And I
Oh,
remember, and I said to her, "I said, do you want to know what you haven't? Because I'll tell you what you haven't." I forgot what I said though, but
yeah. Yeah, I know it. I know it. I know it. I had the same thing. I went to a store and I saw this cutest baby sweater and
oh
I picked it up, but no one was pregnant, and I knew my niece was trying, but it wasn't successful. So
yeah,
I dropped it back, and I was waiting in the line, and I grabbed it again, and I thought, oh my god, I'm getting crazy. So I dropped it again. I bought it, and I called her, and I said, is there anything you need to tell me? She said, you're crazy. You're crazy. I have hormones and I need IVF. So, no, you're crazy. But 2 days later, I was there. And she said,
Mary, that's
I'm
incredible. See,
so, so nauseous. I'm so sick. So I looked at her. I said, you're acting so weird. And she
yeah.
opened up her blouse and she said, how on earth did you know?
Oh my God. Well, you can't
Yeah,
fool a psychic. You're not going to
exactly.
be
Not
fast. Yeah.
yeah, not even in the same room,
Yeah.
just in the store.
Oh
And
no, yeah, you don't have, that's what
yeah,
I said. You don't even have to be near me.
no,
You
no,
don't have to be near me. I can talk to you through email, you know.
yeah, exactly.
I listen, I have to go. Mary,
Yes,
thank you so much for having me on. I mean, it was such a blast. Again, I love
again,
you.
again, again, again.
And
Yeah.
I will see you again, and I'll see you with Angelina. We got to get Eric on. We will have a blast, guys. Thank you everybody for coming on. You know, Jamie, my friend who I love to death.
Oh,
Angelina, I can't wait to talk to you. But all right, guys, love you. Thank you so much for having me on.
it was a pleasure to have you on, and
Uh,
looking forward to have you again with the bunch.
Thank you, thank you. Me too. All right, I'm gonna leave. You guys come on. Get Angelina on. Bye, Jill. Love you. All right, guys.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye bye. So we made it 1.5 hour in the background. Shane is watching. Samantha is doing some responses in the chat. Everyone, thank you. And I'm going to try to end up with some music. If it's going to work, I don't know, but I'm for sure going to try. And let me see if I can start the music and drop off. So see you next week.
Fingers tapping on the veil too loud. Voices from the cracks in the floor. Shadows bending where light won't go. Chasing truth in a haunted show. Are they real or something more? Psychic dreams or a skeptic's grin. Ghosts of questions circling within.